Welcome back to the channel. This morning is a great day. It's the beginning of a new project for the channel. So before I get into it, let's do some car shuffling and moving some stuff around, and we'll get into it.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program in progress.
Welcome back. So after some deliberation with the family here, we have a list of stuff we're going to try to accomplish on the new Del Sol today. So let me pan out so everybody can see the whole family here. We sat down as a family, looked over all of the parts that we're wanting to change out, wanting to buy in the future. The list I have in front of me right now is stuff that we can do without spending any money on the project. Currently right now it is a extreme budget build. Later on it'll get more elaborate, more crazy, but right now it's just to get it reliable where I can daily drive it, my wife can daily drive it, Julia, by the way, Draken, and then my daughter Sorsha, for anybody that didn't know. So we're going to try to attempt to get these done. On the list today is brake flush, wash car and / engine bay, strip and recoat the brakes, clean interior, swap wheels, because we have SI wheels now, thanks to my sister-in-law, which also has a SI Del Sol. Sand and primer the hood, bleed the clutch, weld up the new muffler that I picked up from my old house, and then strip and recoat brackets and bolts in the engine bay because they have some rust on them. I took pictures of another process that I did for the battery. It'll be going on this video. As far as the list of duties that we felt that people could do based on their skill set, we have Draken on the uninstall. We've got Sorsha reinstalling the bolts and parts. I feel like she is now capable of doing that kind of stuff. I'm gonna pass this over, and give it to Draken. He's gonna read off the next one.
Stripping and cleaning. Dad's going to do the stripping, and the cleaning will be all of us.
All right, let's go to the next. Recoating.
Recording. David, Draken, Sorsha.
All right. I'll go back to me right here. We're going for doing the bleeding and the flushing for today's activities, or tomorrow, depending on how long it takes. We got myself, Julia, and Draken. We're going to put Draken inside the car and let him pump the brake and get a leg workout. Let's see here.
Welding and sanding is going to be David and Draken. David doing the welding, Draken doing the sanding.
Alright, and then primer / paint is going to be, I'll be priming the car with the actual paint gun. That's the only reason why he's not going to do it. And then just doing some painting as far as like touch-ups with the ceramic coating, paint, and stuff like that. It'd be Draken. I feel like he can do that. He's been working on models and stuff like that. So that concludes today's little brief meeting before we're going to get started. So we'll see you in the garage. All right, now that all cars are shuffled and I have garage space, let me introduce you officially to the new project.
Okay,
you
All
want
right,
me to
so a
spray
quick
some
walk
water?
around before we start washing it. We're gonna time lapse that just to
Dad,
show you
what-
how dirty this thing is. It's been sitting for a good while. We're gonna replace that tail light with brand new lights, so all of it's together. You got a muffler that's just hanging. Got a new one of those, not that style, but yeah.
You want me to like?
Two hours later.
Whew, that's the job. As you can see, I'm freaking soaking wet from water hose. Not only that, just sweating in general, just to get this thing looking good. Looks better than it did. Seems like it came out pretty well. I have one of my friends come over, our friends, Adam. He helped us, scrub it down, and I've never cleaned like a barn fine kind of car, but it's still got somewhat of a clear coat on it. It might be able to be brought back in places, but I think we're just gonna end up wrapping it for right now, just because money wise and whatnot. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. Still got some spots that can be cleaned up. Show you the interior and the door jambs. Seals cleaned up real good. Pop the trunk real quick, and that cleaned up fairly well. My daughter wanted to keep the top in the back. We didn't get to spray it back down. It's got stuff on it, but it's not horrible.
Yes.
We'll spray it back down later on, but the jams turned out pretty good.
Yes.
Still got to clean off the bottom of the trunk. Pop the hood real quick.
I'll go open it. Wait.
Sorry the light's not on it, but the gloss came back out inside the engine bay. Firewall cleaned up good. Battery internals and all the bolts and everything look good over there.
Yes.
Everything, all the plastics, except for the airbox where the sun faded it. There's not much we can do about it. I've got some stuff that might bring it back, maybe, but not too terribly, hurt if it doesn't. I think we're gonna do a short ram air intake. So, other than that, everything looks pretty darn good. Alright, so the chaos is done.
Scarlet.
He only ruined the hubcap, taking this off.
That was an accident.
Uh-huh.
Joanna.
Really?
Savannah. I don't know the time.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, go to the bottom then.
It's a block of wood.
Block of wood. Oh yeah, that.
That's slimy, dragon. Yeah.
Oh no. Come on. out.
All right. Now it's gonna be going down. Go ahead. Be careful.
I can't. I know. Oh my God! Ow.
Go ahead. No, you hold it. All right, tighten it up. Bring it back to you. All right, go ahead, Jewel. Got 2 more of this. Go ahead, Sorcha. All right, tighten it back up.
That's what I should do.
Go ahead.
It's almost at the bottom.
All right.
At the first.
All right, tighten it up. All right. That should be it.
Now it took a lot.
It took a lot that time.
Look. It's almost at that first square
So this-
rectangle.
This is what brake fluid looks like outside of a
Okay.
almost 30-year-old car. It's probably never been changed, probably never been messed with. All right, we took a lunch break. We got a lot done when the camera died. So here's kind of like a quick tour. Got this brake. It's all nasty and dirty. We bled all the systems and got everything done. It looks all right. So we left the clutch, which is down there. The slave cylinder right down there. And then we got the brakes bled as well. My daughter's down here doing a little bit of undercoating.
I got that one
So,
done.
doing pretty good. We got Adam back here.
Coming along nicely.
What are you doing, Adam?
Cleaning up the lug nuts.
Cleaning up lug nuts? Let's see what he's done so far. This is the old ones that came off the car. That's what he's doing with the little wire brush. Getting off all the corrosion and road grime and everything else. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Now this is how you run a shop. You got both the women of the family working on the car while you just stand back and relax. No, that's not the case. I'm actually working, but it sounded good. It sounded good. So she's working on trying to
I
clean up
wouldn't
the
use this motor.
main brush. She's trying to work on the calipers, get it nice and brushed, and then she's gonna go in. She's gonna hit inside of here with it, so we can rubber coat it.
I need to go down here.
I got my daughter back here working on spraying, rust blacking the whole underbody of it. We're just doing a temporary fix right now just to make sure it's nice and coated. Keep the rain and rust out. So here's the brake as of right now. See if you can get that color. We actually went with the purple, red, and gold, like metal flake color changing for the rear brake. And see if you can get the color shift. Good when the sun hits it, like right there, you can see it really good. This one's without clear. The other one's got clear. So we're gonna go back to it. So, kind of show you, it looks bad to just the undercoating and everything else, but it's undercoated, it's pre and protected. That's what matters to me. Show you what this side looks like. I took a wire brush and tried to get off as much of it as I could. So, and then got the rear drums over here. Rear drums are right here.
Ready. That one looks ready.
We're using our lunch box from Papa John's to get everything nice and done. So I'm gonna let my son spray those. So Now I'm gonna get on the other side of this front. I'm gonna try to get back on the front of this other rotor and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna strip everything off and just pull everything separate and coat everything. It doesn't take very long, so. All right, let me get back on it. So back to the rotors, or the drums. Look at that. Look at that. That is just absolutely beautiful. And check this out. Here's the coolest part. Oh, look at that color change. Ah, look at that.
Yeah, you can see the like dark purple, but then it turns white.
Now here's a little screw gun.
Screw gun. This is a screw gun. Okay.
It's an impact screw gun.
Impact. Can I film?
If you want.
All right.
I was filming.
All right.
Right here, you can see it.
Go ahead. We don't have much time before we can finish this night. I'd like to at least get one side done.
Yes, at least one side. I'm showing you right now how.
It's plugged in.
You're good to go. Alright, so cleaning up from a
She said
really
yes.
long day. And apparently somebody said yes, don't know who. But let's go see what we got checked off our list. Alright, so looks like we've got getting everything up. Looks like we got brake flush done, we washed the car, washed the engine bay, we stripped and recoated the brakes, we swapped the wheels, and we bled the clutch today. We'll pick this up tomorrow, and we got to go to this part store, get some muffler piping, and then we'll start on that. And I think my wife and my daughter are going to start on cleaning the interior while I do some welding and get the muffler done. This is probably the only thing that will not get done this weekend. And then my son, while I'm welding up this, will start stripping and recoating brackets and bolts inside of the engine bay, which means he's going to have to learn how to run the new bench grinder. So, yep, that concludes the day. We're all exhausted. We're tired. So, till tomorrow. Peace. Good morning. Welcome back. It is a whole new morning, whole new day, and to give you all where we're at, it's still in the air. Well, still in the air because I gotta do some welding to the exhaust and get this thing going, getting ready for it to go back on the road. Can't wait to drive it again. It's a fun little car. So we're gonna clean the interior today because it's pretty darn nasty. I mean, or see what we can do with those floorboards. Those are original. We want to try to keep them. And then after that, that's really about it. We're gonna do some stuff to the inside of the engine bay. We'll take these bolts out, these bolts, that. Just everything that's got a little bit of rust on it that we can actually take out at this time.
Can I take out this?
And see what we can do. Try to clean these up. Like this one right here that's making everything else rusted around it. After that, I mean, should be looking good. slight problem. Our factory bracket did not mount up. It didn't meet. It was about, I don't know, about 2 inches too short from meeting the muffler. So I had some extra tools laying around. So I decided to put a wrench in place of the bracket because it didn't quite meet the muffler. Figured y'all might want to check that out. All right, exhaust is done. Super happy with it. Let y'all see it. Need to clean up the muffler a little bit. Need to clean up the muffler a little bit from right here, where it's all kind of like stained and just from sitting out in the weather. But look, there it is, the golden wrench. Freaking love it. It's awesome. But yeah, there's all the piping and extensions. Turned out good. Gotta crank it up and see what it does. But we got some bolts to clean up and whatnot first. All right, so I'm out here coating bolts and parts with the VHT ceramic coating. Technically, I know I don't need ceramic coating, but they're turning out. I always get a nice finish with them, and it's durable. It doesn't just, you know, scratch off. Here's all the bolts inside the engine bay. They're all coated nice and even. Figure I'd give you all an update where we were at. Interior still needs a few more wipes. We still do have to do one thing. We gotta clean these windows, and I gotta wipe down that side. I forgot. But the dash cleaned up good. Center console. Let's see here. So the main main focus were the bolts, and then these brackets. Getting the rust off of them. Trying to one piece at a time, just getting everything wrapped up and cleaned up. Trying to restore them before we start modifying this car. Here's the. They still have stains. This was after using the carpet cleaner and everything on them. They're just stained. I mean, there's not much we can do for them, unfortunately. I'm gonna take them to a professional cleaner and see if he can bring them back. So, but going back up here. So, again, interior cleaned up real nice. So let's fire it up.
Can I be in the car?
All right, here we go. But I don't think it's going to affect too much. So that's going to be it for this vlog. Thank y'all for watching. It was definitely a lot of work, and we're going to get more stuff done on it a little bit later. We got wheels coming, new headlights, new tail lights, new fog lights, and we're going to fix that hood, and then we got a special surprise. Stay tuned.